Artificial intelligence has become one of the most talked about technologies in the world. Every day, there's another headline, another breakthrough, another warning, another prediction about the future. And somewhere in the middle of all the noise, millions of people have quietly convinced themselves of one thing: AI is not for someone like me. Maybe you've thought that too. Maybe you think AI is only for programmers, technology experts, software engineers, or people who understand complicated computer code. If that sounds familiar, you are not alone. But today, I want to challenge what I believe is one of the biggest lies people believe about artificial intelligence. Because if you continue believing it, you could miss one of the greatest opportunities of your career. When most people hear the words artificial intelligence, who do they imagine? Someone sitting in front of six computer monitors, writing complicated code, working for a huge technology company. That image has become so common that many ordinary people never even consider learning AI. They think that world is just not for me. But here's the reality: the people using AI every day are no longer just technology experts. They are teachers, they are students, office administrators, small business owners, writers, marketing teams, recruiters, accountants, customer support agents, content creators, doctors, lawyers. The list keeps growing. Artificial intelligence has quietly become a tool for almost everyone. Think about something simple: writing an email. A few years ago, you would have written every sentence yourself. Today, many people use AI to help organize their thoughts, improve grammar, rewrite awkward sentences, or create a first draft. The same thing is happening with presentations, meeting notes, research, brainstorming ideas, summarizing long documents, planning projects. None of those tasks require you to be a programmer. They simply require curiosity. That is why I believe the biggest barrier is no longer technology, it is belief. Here's something interesting. Most people do not avoid AI because it is difficult. They avoid it because they assume it is difficult. Those are two very different things. Imagine someone who has never used online banking. They might believe that it's complicated until someone shows them how it actually works. 5 minutes later, they wonder why they even waited so long. Artificial intelligence is often the same. The hardest part is opening the door for the first time. Now, let me be clear. Learning AI does not mean replacing your own thinking. No, it means strengthening it. AI can organize information, but you decide what matters. AI can generate ideas, but you choose the best one. AI can summarize information, but you decide how to use it. The future will not belong to people who let AI think for them. It will belong to people who know how to think better because they use AI wisely. If you have been telling yourself, I am not technical enough, I do not work in IT, I would never understand I want you to challenge those thoughts because every expert was once a beginner. Every confident user started by asking their first question, and every new skill begins with a decision to learn. Perhaps the biggest lie was never about artificial intelligence at all. Perhaps it was the story we told ourselves about who AI was meant for. So, artificial intelligence is changing the workplace. That much is true. But the opportunity is much bigger than most people realize. You do not need to become a software engineer. You do not need to write computer code. You do not need to understand everything. You simply need to be willing to learn. Because AI is not reserved for a small group of experts. It is becoming a tool for ordinary people who want to work smarter. And maybe that includes you. Now, before you go, yesterday's digital takeaway. If there's one thing I hope you remember from this video, it is this. The biggest barrier to learning AI is often not technology. It is believing that AI is only meant for somebody else. Artificial intelligence is becoming a tool for teachers, business owners, students, office workers, and everyday professionals around the world. You do not need to know everything before you begin. You simply need to take the first step. Do not let fear decide what your future looks like. Stay curious, keep learning, and remember that every expert started as a beginner. If this video changed the way you think about artificial intelligence, consider sharing it with someone who believes AI is only for technology experts. It might be the encouragement they have been waiting for. And remember, the future is not something that happens to you, it is something you prepare for. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing for more practical insights on AI, digital skills, careers, and building a better future. Thank you so much for watching, and I will definitely see you in the next one.